Did you know that the first antibiotics were discovered by a complete accident? Imagine leaving dirty dishes out and discovering a cure that would save millions of lives. That's exactly how penicillin was found, revolutionizing modern medicine. Long before this, ancient healers were using garlic, honey, and herbs to fight infections. No lab coats required. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world where ancient herbal remedies and modern pharmaceuticals collide. Which one truly holds the secret to better health? Let's find out. Number 1. Ancient herbal remedies. A natural start. Let's start with ancient herbal remedies. These have been used for thousands of years, often straight from nature. Plants like ginger, garlic, and turmeric weren't just used in cooking. They were trusted for their healing powers too. For example, ginger was known for easing nausea and improving digestion. It wasn't just random guesswork. People discovered these benefits through trial and error, and over time, these remedies became a part of everyday life. But here's something interesting. Many of today's modern medicines come from those very same plants. Take aspirin, for example. Did you know that it originally came from willow bark? People used to chew on the bark to reduce pain and inflammation, and now it's one of the most popular over-the-counter drugs. So even though modern medicine seems high-tech, it still owes a lot to ancient remedies. Number 2. Modern pharmaceuticals. Fast and effective. Now let's talk about modern pharmaceuticals. These are the medicines you find in every pharmacy. Fast-acting, scientifically tested, and super convenient. If you have a headache, you can pop a pill, and it's usually gone in no time. That's the main draw of modern medicine. It works quickly and gets you back to normal faster. Plus, with modern medicine, you know exactly what's in the pill and how it will affect you thanks to strict testing and regulation. But here's a secret not everyone knows. Many modern drugs still rely on natural ingredients. For example, morphine, a powerful painkiller, comes from the opium poppy. And antibiotics? The first one, penicillin, was discovered from mold. So even though they're produced in labs, a lot of modern nature, literally. Number 3, the convenience factor. One big reason people love modern pharmaceuticals is how easy they are to use. You don't have to spend hours boiling roots or making a special tea. You just take a pill. It's straightforward, and there's no guesswork involved. This convenience is huge, especially when you're dealing with something serious and need fast relief. For example, if you have an infection, an antibiotic can clear it up in days. You don't have to rely on slow-working natural remedies and hope they work. On the flip side, herbal remedies are often seen as more of a lifestyle choice. They take time to prepare and don't always give you that instant fix. But some people still prefer them because they feel closer to nature and enjoy the process of brewing teas or making tinctures. Plus, you can often grow some of these medicines in your own garden, making them a lot cheaper in the long run. Number 4. Side effects. Natural versus synthetic. Now let's talk side effects. Modern pharmaceuticals are great for quick relief, but they often come with a long list of side effects. You've probably seen those commercials where they list out all the potential risks. For example, painkillers like ibuprofen can irritate your stomach if you take them too often. That's where herbal remedies often have an advantage. Since they're natural, the risk of side effects is usually lower, especially when used in moderation. But here's the catch. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's completely safe. Some herbs can be toxic in large doses, or they might interact with other medications you're taking. That's why it's important to research or talk to a professional even when using herbal remedies. Number 5. Side effects. What you need to know. When it comes to side effects, modern pharmaceuticals are known for having a long list. You've probably seen those commercials where they list side effects at the end, like drowsiness, stomach issues, or even more serious conditions. Take antibiotics, for example. They're fantastic at treating infections, but they can also wipe out the good bacteria in your gut, leading to digestive problems. Some painkillers can cause dependency, and you might end up relying on them for relief. Now, herbal remedies usually come with fewer side effects. Since they're natural, your body often handles them better, but that doesn't mean they're completely harmless. Some herbs can interfere with medications, and taking too much can lead to toxicity. For instance, St. John's wort, a popular herb for treating mild depression, can interact with birth control pills or blood thinners. So while herbal remedies are gentler, it's still important to use them wisely. Number 6. Long-term use. Healing the body versus masking the problem. One key difference between ancient herbal remedies and modern pharmaceuticals is how they're used for long-term health. Herbal remedies focus more on healing the body over time. They aim to bring your body back into balance, so the idea is that you won't need to rely on them forever. For example, herbs like ashwagandha help reduce stress by supporting your adrenal glands, which manage your body's response to stress. Over time, this helps your body naturally handle stress better without needing constant treatment. Modern pharmaceuticals, on the other hand, are often more focused on quick relief. If you have high blood pressure, for instance, you might be prescribed medication to lower it immediately. But you may need to stay on that medication long term to keep your blood pressure under control. The difference is that while pharmaceuticals work fast, they might not always address the underlying cause, meaning you might need to use them indefinitely. Herbal remedies take the long road, but they aim to get to the root of the issue. Number 7. Cost. Affordability versus expensive treatments. Let's talk about money. Modern pharmaceuticals can be expensive, especially if you don't have insurance. Prescription drugs, especially for chronic conditions, can really add up over time. Even over-the-counter medications can get pricey when you're buying them regularly. The reason for this high cost? A lot of money goes into research, development, and marketing of these drugs, and those costs are passed on to the consumer. Herbal remedies, in contrast, are often much cheaper. You can even grow some of them in your own garden. Think about peppermint or ginger. They're easy to grow and can help with digestion or colds. Plus, once you've grown your own herbs, you have a near infinite supply. Herbal remedies can also be found at health stores or online, often for a fraction of the cost of pharmaceuticals. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly option, herbal treatments might be the way to go. Number 8. Availability and accessibility. When you need medicine fast, modern pharmaceuticals are usually easy to find. Just head to your local pharmacy, and you can grab what you need. Whether it's painkillers, antibiotics, or allergy meds, you don't have to worry about brewing teas or preparing tinctures. Everything is prepackaged, with clear instructions on how to use it. This convenience is hard to beat, especially when you're dealing with serious conditions that need quick attention. Herbal remedies, on the other hand, can be a little trickier to get your hands on, depending on where you live. While some herbal products are available in stores, others may require you to go to a specialty shop or order online. Plus, you might need to spend time preparing them, like making tea or mixing powders. But for some people, this process of preparing herbs is part of the healing experience, making them feel more connected to nature and their own health. Number 9. Trust and regulation. One major advantage of modern pharmaceuticals is that they are highly regulated. Every drug has to go through rigorous testing before it's approved for sale. You know exactly what's in each pill, the correct dosage, and what to expect in terms of results. This gives people a lot of peace of mind, especially when they're dealing with serious conditions. There's a level of trust that comes with knowing your medication has been scientifically tested. Herbal remedies, however, don't always have that same level of regulation. This doesn't mean they're not effective, but it does mean you need to be more careful about where you're buying them from. The strength of an herbal remedy can vary from batch to batch, and some products might not be as pure as you'd expect. That's why it's important to buy from trusted brands or sources if you're using herbal remedies. But even though they're less regulated, many people still prefer them because they feel more natural and less processed. Number 10. Blending the two. The future of medicine. The exciting thing is that more and more people are starting to see the value in both herbal remedies and modern pharmaceuticals. You don't always have to choose one over the other. In fact, some doctors are beginning to recommend using both, depending on the situation. For example, you might take a prescription drug for a serious infection, but also use herbal teas to boost your immune system or ease the side effects of medication. This blending of ancient wisdom and modern science could be the future of medicine. Hospitals are starting to use natural remedies like honey and wound dressings. And more research is being done on herbs like turmeric and CBD for their potential to treat a variety of conditions. So it's not about saying one is better than the other. It's about finding a balance that works best for your health. In the end, it's not about choosing sides. It's about finding what works best for you. Whether it's ancient wisdom or modern science, your health is always worth the best of both worlds.